Archaeological discoveries hold immense significance in unraveling the mysteries of the past and providing valuable insights into human history. They shed light on ancient civilizations, their cultures, and the events that shaped them. While many archaeological findings are awe-inspiring or fascinating, some unearth terrifying discoveries that evoke fear and intrigue. This focus will explore the top 10 most terrifying archaeological discoveries ever made. From screaming mummies to mass graves, these discoveries offer a glimpse into the dark and haunting aspects of human history. They challenge our understanding of ancient practices, beliefs, and the depths of human suffering. These terrifying discoveries remind us of the power of archaeology to uncover unsettling truths, prompting us to confront the haunting realities of the past. So join us today as we flip the curtain of the other side of archaeology. Number 10. The Screaming Mummies of Guanajuato. The Screaming Mummies of Guanajuato refer to a collection of mummified bodies discovered in the Mexican city of Guanajuato. What sets them apart is the haunting and terrified expressions frozen on their faces. These mummies, believed to be the victims of a cholera outbreak in the 19th century, exhibit contorted mouths and wide-open eyes, conveying a sense of external terror. The reasons behind the horrifying facial expressions remain a subject of debate. One theory suggests that the expressions are a result of the agonizing pain and suffering experienced by the individuals before their deaths. Another possibility is that the expressions were intentionally manipulated during the mummification process to depict the torment experienced in the afterlife. It is also plausible that the expressions were a natural consequence of the mummification process itself. Regardless of the exact cause, the Screaming Mummies of Guanajuato continue to captivate and unsettle observers. They serve as a chilling reminder of the fragility of human existence. Number 9. The Tomb of the Sunken Skulls. The Tomb of the Sunken Skulls refers to a chilling discovery made in an ancient tomb site. Excavations revealed a burial chamber filled with decapitated human skulls, arranged in a deliberate and eerie manner. This finding has left archaeologists puzzled and intrigued about the purpose behind these macabre displays. Numerous theories have been put forward to explain the skull decapitations in the Tomb of the Sunken Skulls. One hypothesis suggests that the decapitations were a ritualistic practice associated with the beliefs about the afterlife or ancestor worship. It is possible that the decapitated skulls were revered or used for ceremonial purposes. Another theory proposes that the skull decapitations were a result of conquest or warfare, with the defeated enemies being beheaded as a symbol of power and dominance. This interpretation suggests a more violent and grim explanation for the presence of the severed skulls. Number 8. The Vampire of Venice. The Vampire of Venice is a haunting archaeological discovery that has captured the imagination of many. It involves the unearthing of a skull with a brick intentionally placed in its mouth. This macabre find was part of a burial site in Venice, Italy, dating back to the 16th century. The presence of the brick in the skull's mouth is believed to be connected to beliefs and rituals surrounding vampires. In folklore and popular culture, it is thought that placing an object, such as a brick, in the mouth of a suspected vampire would prevent the deceased from rising and spreading death or illness among the living. Vampire burials were practiced in various cultures as a means of dealing with individuals believed to be revenants or vampires. These burials often involved specific rituals and precautions to ensure that the deceased did not come back to harm the living. Number 7. The Black Death Mass Graves. The Black Death mass graves are a somber testament to one of the deadliest pandemics in human history. These mass graves were discovered in various locations throughout Europe, revealing the devastating impact of the bubonic plague, also known as the Black Death, which ravaged the continent in the 14th century. Archaeological excavations have uncovered horrific scenes of mass burials, with bodies piled upon bodies in overcrowded graves. The sheer number of victims is staggering, reflecting the magnitude of the pandemic. The graves contain men, women, and children of all social classes, emphasizing that the plague spared no one. The conditions surrounding these mass graves were dire. The rapid spread of the plague overwhelmed communities, leaving insufficient resources to handle the vast number of fatalities. The graves were often hastily dug and lacked proper burial rites. In some cases, bodies were stacked without coffins or buried in mass pits. The discovery of the Black Death mass graves offers a haunting glimpse into the catastrophic impact of the bubonic plague. It underscores the terror, chaos, and suffering that engulfed England during this dark period. The enormity of the graves serves as a stark reminder of the human toll of the pandemic and the immense loss experienced by communities across the continent. Number 6. The mass child sacrifice at Guanajuato, Las Llamas. The mass child sacrifice at Guanajuato, Las Llamas is a deeply unsettling archaeological discovery that sheds light on the darker aspects of ancient rituals. In this excavation, archaeologists unearthed a mass grave containing the remains of sacrificed children. The sheer number of victims and the evidence of ritualistic practices have left the archaeological community astounded. The discovery at Guanajuato, Las Llamas provides shocking evidence at the lengths to which ancient civilizations went in their religious ceremonies. The remains of more than 140 children, mostly adolescents, were found in the grave. The conditions of the skeletons, along with the presence of sacrificial offerings, strongly suggest that these children were intentionally and systematically sacrificed. The precise purpose behind these ritualistic killings is still a matter of ongoing research and speculation. Some theories propose that the sacrifices were made to appease or honor deities, seeking fertility, protection, or other favors. Others suggested that the mass child sacrifices may have been connected to the notions of social control or political power. The mass child sacrifice at Guanajuato, Las Llamas offers a chilling glimpse into the ancient belief systems and cultural practices that prevailed in the region. The intentional sacrifice of children reveals the deeply entrenched rituals and religious beliefs of the time, which are difficult for us to comprehend today. It forces us to confront the unimaginable horror these children faced and the significance these sacrifices held within their society. Number 5. The Tolland Man. The Tolland Man is a fascinating archaeological discovery that has captured the imagination of researchers and the public alike. This ancient bog body was found remarkably well preserved in a Danish peat bog. One of the striking features of the Tolland Man is the presence of a noose tightly wrapped around his neck, suggesting a violent and intentional demise. Speculation about the cause of the Tolland Man's passing has led to various theories. Some researchers believe he was a victim of ritual sacrifice, possibly related to religious or societal beliefs of the time. The noose around his neck has led to suggestions of a possible execution or punishment for a crime committed. Others argue that his death may have been the result of a ritualistic hanging to ensure a good harvest or to appease gods associated with fertility. Number 4. The Mummies of Claude Holon. The mummies of Claude Holon represent a chilling archaeological discovery that has raised eyebrows and prompted further investigation. Uncovered in Scotland, these mummies have a unique characteristic. They are made from multiple bodies. This practice of creating composite mummies, where body parts from different individuals are combined, is highly unusual and unsettling. The reasons behind the mummification process employed in creating the mummies of Claude Holon remain a subject of speculation. Some researchers believe that these composite mummies were created to preserve and honor ancestors, or to maintain a spiritual connection with deceased loved ones. Others propose that it was a way to reinforce social bonds or display status within the community. The unsettling nature of these mummies raises questions about the cultural and religious beliefs of the ancient society that practiced this form of mummification. It also speaks to the complexity and diversity of mortuary practices throughout human history. Number 3. The Hand of the Desert. The Hand of the Desert is an eerie archaeological discovery that continues to baffle researchers and ignite curiosity. This unsettling finding involves the unearthing of a severed hand emerging from desert sands. The isolated hand, with its fingers reaching upwards, creates an eerie and surreal sight. The origins and possible explanations for the detached hand remain shrouded in mystery. Some speculate that it could be the result of a tragic accident or violent incident. Others suggest that it could be part of a ritualistic burial practice, where the hand was intentionally severed and placed in the desert as a symbolic or spiritual act. The detached hand raises intriguing questions about the circumstances surrounding its presence. It invites speculation about the cultural and religious beliefs of the people who may have been involved in its placement, and the significance they attributed to such an act. Number 2. The Naga Fireballs. The Naga Fireballs are a fascinating and mysterious phenomenon that occurs annually on the Mekong River in Southeast Asia. During certain periods, glowing orbs of light are said to rise from the river, creating a spectacular and enigmatic spectacle. The folklore surrounding the Naga Fireballs is rich and varied. According to local beliefs, the glowing orbs are produced by mythical creatures known as the Nagas, serpent-like beings from Buddhist and Hindu mythology. It is said that the Nagas release the fireballs as part of their supernatural power or to signify their presence. Superstitions are abound regarding the Naga Fireballs. Some believe that the fireballs are a sign of good luck, while others consider them as omens for impending disasters or supernatural events. The annual event draws large crowds, with people gathering to witness this intriguing spectacle. While scientific explanations for the Naga Fireballs have been proposed, they have not been definitively proven. Some scientists suggest that the glowing orbs are caused by combustible gases released from the riverbed, which ignite upon contact with the air. Others propose the possibility of bioluminescent organisms in the river. Number 1. The Mummy Ovoxi. The Mummy Ovoxi, also known as the Iceman, is a remarkable archaeological discovery that has shed light on the ancient world and the tragic fate of an individual. Found in the Italian Alps in 1991, Ovoxi is one of the most well-preserved mummies ever discovered. Ovoxi's remains provide valuable insights into the life of a man who lived over 5,000 years ago. His clothing, tools, and personal belongings offer a snapshot of the Copper Age and the early human civilizations at the time. What makes Ovoxi's story even more chilling is the circumstances surrounding his death. Analysis of his mummified body revealed an arrow wound and signs of a violent struggle. It appears that Ovoxi was a victim of homicide, making him one of the earliest known murder victims in history. The discovery of the Mummy of Ovoxi has profound implications for our understanding of human history, violence, and the complex dynamics of ancient societies. It is a stark reminder that conflict and tragedy have long been a part of the human experience. This ends today's video. If you learned something new, don't forget to like and subscribe for more History in Minutes.